everyone, I'm back with another video regarding the dessert parties in Disney World. Now, if you watched my last video, that one was all about the fireworks dessert parties regarding the Magic Kingdom fireworks. Now, today I'm going to talk about the dessert parties that are held in Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, and Epcot. Now, like I mentioned in my previous video, and if you haven't watched it, go and check that one out because those are definitely the most popular. But if you haven't watched that video yet, there's a couple of things I want to mention. If there is alcohol served, you must be 21 and older to drink. You have to have a valid ID in order to drink alcohol. You need to have theme park admission. You can't just pay for the party. You have to actually have a separate ticket to get into the theme park, and then you pay for the party as well. You can book the party as part of booking dining, usually 180 days out online on your My Disney Experience account. And when you book it, you have to pay when you book it. You don't pay like you do at a normal restaurant when you eat. Like they said, and by they I mean Disney, like Disney said with the Magic Kingdom fireworks, the fireworks are not guaranteed. That is because there could possibly be inclement weather. So the fireworks may be delayed or canceled. If that is the case, the dessert party portion will almost always happen. They will, if necessary, they'll move, if it's an outdoor type of situation, they'll move it indoors. That will usually still happen. But Disney requests that you check the show schedule multiple times, including when you book and 2 weeks prior, a couple days prior, and then with a cast member at the park when you arrive. So that being said, let's get started on the actual parties. So at Animal Kingdom, Disney now has a Rivers of Light dessert party. You meet across from Expedition Everest, and they ask that you meet 60 minutes prior to the show. It is $79 per adult and $47 per child. That's actually the only dessert party option at Animal Kingdom. That's the only nighttime show at Animal Kingdom, and there are no fireworks. Like it implies, it's a light show. So Epcot also only has one, and it is part of Illuminations. They have the Frozen Ever After dessert party, and you're sitting. I know in Magic Kingdom, I mentioned that some of them were standing, some of them were sitting. So in Epcot, you are definitely sitting. I did not mention for Rivers of Light. Rivers of Light, you are seated as well, so it's VIP seating for that as well. You have stadium seating on bleachers. So Epcot. Now, if you are familiar with Illuminations, you know that there is not any actual seating for that. You're just kind of standing. But for the dessert party, there is seating, which is fantastic. They have the Frozen Ever After dessert party. It starts in World Showcase Plaza East, and it is on select evenings, so it's not every single night, but they ask you to arrive 1 hour prior to the show. And it is $79 per adult and $47 per child. Now this dessert party would have I had to think about that for a second. Norwegian food, because it is the Frozen Ever After dessert party. So from the movie Frozen, it's Norwegian food. Okay, moving right along. The other park that has, the park that has the second most dessert parties is Hollywood Studios, and they have 3. So the first one is the Fantasmic Dessert and VIP Viewing Experience. And this takes place, the entire thing takes place in the Fantasmic Theater. It is on all days that there is a show. It's a light water projection and fireworks show. And it is at the first show. So if it's a night with 2 shows, it's at the first show. And you can arrive between 90 and 45 minutes prior. It is $39 per adult and $19 per child. Like I mentioned, VIP viewing experience. So for Fantasmic, like it is very similar to Rivers of Light in terms of the seating. It's partial circle, and it is stadium seating. So again, bleachers. The next one in Hollywood Studios is the Star Wars A Galactic Spectacular dessert party. And this one has banquet seating. And they said that because of this, you can/will be seated with other people, but there is seating. This starts at Star Wars Launch Bay. and it is $79 per adult and $45 per child. And all the desserts, maybe I should say all, but the desserts are Star Wars themed. So the dessert eating portion of the Star Wars party takes place inside the Star Wars launch bay, which is an animation courtyard, and then you are escorted out to a VIP viewing section for Star Wars: A Galactic Spectacular, 15 minutes prior to the show. Additionally, the Star Wars Galactic Spectacular dessert party now includes the Disney movie Magic Show, which happens just before the fireworks. So these are the Star Wars fireworks, not Phantasmic. And you also get a souvenir stein of Chewbacca. So if you're into that. Now the last one that I'm going to talk about is also at Hollywood Studios, and it is called the Jingle Bell Jingle Bam. Bam is capitalized and there's an exclamation, and then dessert party with another exclamation. There's two exclamations, one in the middle, one at the end. There's capital letters. I mean, I can't even handle it. So the Jingle Bell Jingle Bam dessert party at Hollywood Studios, this starts at the Chinese Theater Courtyard, or I should say takes place, again, at the Chinese Theater Courtyard. It is 1.5 hours prior to shows each night between November 6th and January 6th. Now, this one is a little bit different in that during the most popular time of the year, during the busiest time of the year, it is the most expensive. So there's a different price point depending on the time of the year. So between December 23rd and New Year's Day, January 1st, it is $89 per adult and $49 per child. The rest of the days, so between November 6th and through December 22nd, and from January 2nd to January 6th, the cost is $79 per adult and $45 per child. Now this show has holiday-themed projections on the outside of the Chinese theater. And again, like everything else that I've said about the special parties, is this one is holiday-themed, so they're going to have holiday-themed desserts. That is a lot of dessert parties. I'm glad I did this because I did not even know about all of these. People really like their desserts, I guess, at Disney World. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. I found it a little exhausting, but it's good information. If you want to know more about a particular one of these parties, go on the Disney website, and you can just like go in the search bar and search for dessert party, and you will see a whole great big list of them, and then you can choose which one you want from there. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, guys.